What's up, Al?
Hey, Coach. Where are you at?
What's that?
Where are you? The park?
I am in the middle of nowhere. No, I'm in my family has about 500 acres east of Raleigh, and I'm in the middle of nowhere on our farm.
That's a lot of land.
It's a lot of land.
What do you guys
A lot
raise?
of tobacco, a lot of sweet potatoes, and a lot of soybeans.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Hey, are you a Mason?
What's that?
Are you in the Masons?
Why do you ask?
Because of your license plate. I saw it the other day.
I know some guys, yeah.
Okay, my granddad was a Mason, and I have all his like Masonic lodge like rings and stuff like that. So
That's very cool.
I don't know anyone else who is a Mason, but I know you have to ask one to be one.
Yep. Do you know what lodge your dad or granddad was a part of?
It would have been in Winston-Salem. My grandmother was in the Eastern Star, and her lodge was called the Walter C. Kearns Lodge. I don't know if they would have the same name,
Okay.
but
Yeah, kind of same deal with my family. It just bled down.
yeah, my granddad passed away before I was, and my dad was never in it, so never got into it. That's cool. Are you the youngest guy at the lodge?
No,
Really?
no. There's mine's out here in Bailey. The one downtown in Raleigh is huge. There's one off of, actually there's a few in Raleigh. There's a huge one off of Glenwood. There's a really, really big one.
Yeah, I've seen that building. It's beautiful. I guess the reason I ask is because the lodge that my granddad went to, it basically closed up shop because the membership declined so much, and they had this huge tract of land like right in the center of downtown that they ended up selling. And so, but yeah, they closed up.
Yeah, there's I think been some sort of like a revival, I guess, among it. And yeah, it's a lot of lodges are coming back to life.
That's awesome.
Were you ever in the Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts?
I'm an Eagle
You
Scout.
are cool. Yeah, my nephew, his Cub Master is our Grandmaster, and he's on track to have his Eagle in the next 2 years. So,
Wow.
yeah, he's his name's Braden. He's probably, I think, 10 or 11 right now, so he'll have it by the time he's like 14 or so, which I think is freaking awesome.
That's really fast. That's cool. Well, he can do it, his Eagle project for the lodge.
So we've got there's a tract of land here in Bailey that they just tore down an old not a convenience store, a hardware store, and I think his Eagle project is going to be part of I guess revamping that and making it useful for the community, like a little park area. So should be pretty neat. Cub Scouts are huge here, and Boy Scouts are too. I was one growing up. Both of my nephews are cut. Well, one's a Boy Scout, one's a Cub Scout, and I have one that's like 3 years old, and he will be. So yeah, man, it's I don't know. I just think it's a good organization to build community and build character.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I learned a lot in scouts. People ask me like, "How do you know that?" I'm like, "Scouts, man."
Yeah, man. Well, let's get started, man. It's 6 o'clock. So looks like it might just be you and me unless anyone else hops in, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I want to warm up with the drills, the footwork drills that we were doing the other day. Retracting our right side. So pop, back, back. All we're doing is it's working, retracting our kicks. So here, square stance, and just jump back, similar to like we're on the ladder, but we're only working on exploding that right side back. Okay, so give me like 2 minutes of that movement. You can slow it down just a little bit and really focus on exploding back. Yes, just like that. There we go. About a minute left. All right, time. Let's switch sides. Same thing off the left side now. Take a breather. I'm going to reset the clock. All right, left side, go. And again, I'm not real concerned with how many reps you get in, just how explosive you're moving back. All right, about 30 seconds. All right, time. So same thing. We're just going forward now. So we're going to go back to our right side. Same thing, square stance, pop forward. Pop forward. Popping our right side forward now. When you're ready.
Wait.
So yes, you were just you were just doing your left side back, which is the same movement we're doing, but now I want you to think popping the right side forward rather than the left side back. So it's virtually the same movement, but the explosion is coming from a different side now.
All right.
Really try to lead with your hip. About 30 seconds left. All right, nice job. So explosive forward movement off of the left side now. Okay, whenever you're ready. All right, about 30 seconds, Al. All right, time. All right, go, 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 go. This is my training partner, Norman. Norman, say hi to Al. Say hi to Al.
Hey, bud.
Who's that? All right, so now we're gonna go. We're slipping as we throw the jab, so our head's coming off the center line. We're jabbing, and then coming back up, we're throwing a rear knee. Resetting, jab, make sure we're slipping off the center line. My rotation is coming from my hips. So if you watch my hips, they come over here when I shift. I'm not doing this with my upper body. I'm shifting my hips and my head is moving slightly. So here, boom. As you're throwing the jab, make sure your head's off the center line. Then pop the knee. Then we're resetting. Again, I'm not real concerned with how many reps you're getting in. I just want perfect movement. Boom. All right, let's try it. There you go. Yes. Drop that rear hand when you throw the knee to help with your balance. There you go. That's perfect, man. Good head movement. Don't forget to drop that rear hand. All right, about 30 seconds. All right, time. Awesome, man. So now our right hand, we're just building off the movement today. So the movement that we just did, we're building off of it. This is a drill that I would typically do on bags, but I really started shadow boxing it to help me with balance and rotation. So jab, I'm throwing the knee now here. Notice where my hand's at, hip pocket. So when I throw my knee, when that comes back down, I'm throwing a 2 out of my rear pocket, okay? So it's jab, rear knee, the 2 is coming out of my rear pocket. After I throw my 2, I'm going to so it's jab, knee, 2, 3. Don't throw this super fast to begin with. Really focus on the rotation. There's a lot going on here, okay? Especially with that. Make sure your foot is going back down where you would typically have it in a stance. The tendency is to throw this really far back because I'm throwing the 2. I don't need to throw that far back. I just need to put it back in my stance. Boom. So jab, knee, 2, 3. Got it?
Got it.
Cool. Let's go. There you go. Keep your elbow down when you're throwing the 2. Don't let it flare out. Yes, this is a sneaky 2, man. You will land this 2 like 80% of the time. And a lot of times I don't even care if I'm landing the knee. I'm just trying to hide the two. Yes. And don't overcommit on the two because you're throwing the three next. If you overcommit on the two, you're going to be off balance for the three. Again, we're working on balance. Everything should be on a swivel. Yes. All right, about a minute left. Nice. About 30 seconds. Nice time. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to add a round kick to that. So I love throwing my round kicks to the leg after I throw the three. So it's going to be jab, rear knee, pop my two out, three, round kick, and I'll check as I come around. So jab, rear knee, two, three, round kick. One more time. Jab, make sure I'm getting off center line. Do you have enough room to kick?
I have enough room to kick, but not to spin.
Okay, no worries. Just let the kick flow. Don't come out with it. What I would recommend is make sure you step and just kind of keep your leg low. See how my leg's low? It's almost like I'm making a sweeping action.
Okay.
Give it a shot. There you go. That's what I want, man.
Second with the front leg, I guess. Yeah.
Yep, you did it right.
Okay.
Nice. Open that hip up on the check. Get your knee pointing out. Yes, that's what I want. Let that hand fall down on the kick too.
All right.
Just let it fall down with your shoulder, relaxed. There you go. Yes. About a minute left, man. About 30 seconds, Al. All right, time. So next round, we're just gonna do like 3 minutes of freestyle. What that means is we're gonna use the things that we just learned: jab, knee, throwing the two after the knee. You can even go straight two and three, followed by the round kick. But that's all we've got. We've got jab, knee, rear knee, 2, 3, and round kick. What I typically do on a bag with this, and I do it shadow boxing too, is I get my jab going. Once I start landing my jab, if I'm hitting it with my jab, then I build from there, okay? I don't go from 1 to 2 without landing 1 first, if that makes sense, or A to B without nailing A first. So I'm not gonna throw my knee without landing my jab. So I'll get my jab going. When I feel like my jab is good, then I'll pop the knee out. When I feel like I've got the knee and I'm balanced throwing it, then I'll pop the 2, okay? And same thing with like the 3 and the round kick. If I don't feel balanced, I don't throw it, okay? So now we're moving around, doing the same combo, but I want you to build off of it. So move, jab, 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 knee, jab, knee, jab, knee, boom. When I'm sparring, it's the same concept. I keep combos in my head that I build off of. If I want to land a 1, 2, 3 round kick, I start with my 1. Maybe he's blocking it. Maybe he's parrying it. Maybe he's just jumping out and I can't hit him with it. It makes no sense to throw something else if I can't land that, okay? So I get my jab going. If I touch him, I won't say if he parries it, I won't throw the knee, but if I can touch him with my jab, then I'll throw something else, okay? Again, I'm not looking to land any of these. The idea is to have an arsenal of one thing coming after the other. He can't block everything. I mean, this is like a 6-point combination, and if I can just get comfortable throwing it from a balanced position, one of those are going to land. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be powerful. We just pick them apart and pepper them with punches and kicks and knees. Okay? So take about 3 minutes to just move around freely and just build the combo as you get comfortable moving. So we did most of that stationary. The idea now is to get comfortable moving, like making this yours. Boom, boom. Okay?
Okay.
Let me set the timer. We got 3 minutes, and this is the last thing we're doing. But don't throw it until you're comfortable. And make sure you're noticing your balance. Go. Move your head off the center line. There you go. Nice. There you go. Your head moving on the jab is much better, much better. Halfway through. Make sure you're not crossing your feet. Nice. Good check. Beautiful check. That was perfect, man. "30 seconds, Al." And time. So I've been looking for like a good term for that two that we're throwing. And it just came to me because literally this motion, it's a pendulum. It's not a pendulum kick, but it is a pendulum. So I'll call that the pendulum two from now on, because it's literally we're rocking back, rocking forward. But honestly, man, that was I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about Scott Francis. He was one of my kickboxing coaches when I first started learning. Kind of took me under his wing. His pro kickboxing record was 50-1.
Wow.
He lost a world championship fight, but he was the real deal, man. He was about I think his weight class was like 145, 135. He's a fast man. He's probably in his late 50s today, early 60s maybe, but he can still move like and hit, and like the guy's freaking amazing. He makes any of us look like we're just complete amateurs, which we are compared to him. But he taught me this combo, and he's like, we just put it together one night. And kind of build it to help me out with balance. And that's what it did. It really, really helps out with balance. And also, man, it's good to have something in your arsenal when you're sparring that you don't have to think about. Like, this is a pretty complex combination. It's not your basic 1, 2, 3 round kick, but it's something that you can like build off of, as we did today. And you can have it in your arsenal and just work it when you're sparring. And just build it and build it and build it. You don't have to throw everything at once, but it's a good goal to have a combination that you can just go to. Like you can throw your jabs, you can throw your round kicks, your threes or whatever, but this is like, you know how like WWE superstars have like their finishing move or whatever, or in video games, like they have their finishing move. This is like the finishing move that if I got hit really hard or if I didn't know what to do, I was just like, all right, I'm just going to boom, boom, boom. But it's something that's ingrained in you. That's a multi-point combination that you're comfortable throwing, and you should be very balanced when you're throwing it, which mitigates a lot of bad things that could happen. So cool, man. You have any questions?
No, not right now.
Awesome, brother. Let me know if you need anything, man. Happy to help.
Have a great evening.
All
See
right,
ya.
brother. You too.